Good.
The mic is on, she said.
Oh, okay.
But you know what, I don't care.
You can hear? Yeah. All right.
Barbara's here.
I just wanted
And Naomi is here. This is a great place. I can take roll call from up here really easily. And Jen is here. How was Saturday? Was Saturday good?
Eileen, can you tap the mic? She wants to see about that.
Oh, wonderful.
I heard the tap, did you?
Wonderful. That makes a difference. Oh, I'm so
Oh,
happy.
wow.
Maybe you're not close enough. I mean, well, that also meant
No,
that you
no,
had to
it's something,
cough up
it's
a lot
another
of
issue, right?
bagels.
It's
You
not a
had to
matter of
cough up
that.
a lot of bagels. No? Well,
good.
whoever did,
Okay.
it's great that they were able to do it. That's great. Well, thank you for doing it. Hi, Barbara. And Barbara's here. That's good. Yeah. In this weather, anybody that comes out in this weather needs to be given a bracha, you know? You got that one right.
I know.
Totally.
I know that.
You do?
I know that too, but
I
we
know you
don't
can't
Very
get blood out
fortunate.
of a turnip,
I
right?
mean, we have it, but I'm not gonna turn it on.
But I
We
know
have
your
a
heart's
house
right.
that's way too big for us, but we haven't, you know, downsized yet. It's still 2,600 feet. And that's too much to turn on air conditioning.
I have in my place, it's about 1,000 square feet.
Much easier to deal with.
A bedroom, a living room, and
That's right. That's smart.
yeah.
It's good.
I really adore her.
It's very good.
I've talked to her twice.
There's any water back there.
Oh, I'm sure that there is. Go back there. In the kitchen. There's, in the
I don't know
refrigerator.
when that'll happen.
Do
but
it,
she's
do it,
very
do it.
busy right now, you know, with closing up the estate and all.
Absolutely do it.
She is really,
How was it in Westwood today?
I've known her mother forever. And yet you get a different perspective when you see everybody. So much love came from her and to her. And it was really good to know that.
We got up to 99 today.
It was good to know
The
that.
thing about the memorial, it brings people
I know. I saw it. I was looking at my
each
big
other together.
thermometer
And you
outside.
get a picture that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
I know that one.
And I
woman
spent
was
half of my
like
day
me, that
watering.
loved me best. And I tell you, when
Well, I
was
just-
there, she loved me too.
No, no, I waited until it was at least 5 o'clock.
I know that.
I did, I know. And early in the morning.
First time.
Yeah, that used to drive me crazy. That used to- Louise, how are you doing? Oh,
That's a good
How are you? I
time.
go, no, I asked you. Louise? Yeah, she drove.
No,
me
no, I
crazy.
do,
mean, it's
I
really
am
sweet,
aware
but
of
it drove
that.
me crazy
And I
because she'd
don't
say,
go out
I'm
when
asking you.
it's not
Yeah.
supposed to be out.
She was always.
And now more than ever. What
She's
was,
very.
it burnt, I know, I
I
know.
someone said to her, she
You're right.
had a lot of heartache.
You're right.
Never
Plus
had-
it'll
she's
evaporate.
as nice as she ever
It'll
was.
She
evaporate.
believed it.
So like, why bother?
She really did.
You know.
Yeah.
You know,
And-
I only knew her for that one last.
And then also with, you know,
Amazing.
the new
Yeah,
rulings.
so? Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a good point.
All right.
Plus,
All right.
you know, we're gonna have some new restrictions quite soon, I'm sure. Yeah. We're part of the lower three. What would? Oh, he should be with Margaret Goldfarb. I already
Margaret
called,
Goldfarb.
and saw to that happening.
Well, hi Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. So Joanne, don't forget Tuesday.
Yeah, I got it on my calendar.
Thing.
7?
Yeah, 7? Yeah. I think that's what it was. No, I do. I'm going to remind everybody anyway.
My trivia friends are very upset.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Oh, I know. It's okay. It's okay.
It's only for a few weeks. Hopefully they'll be well worth it.
Thinking about the word
And I
deference.
don't need it.
Deference?
Yeah, difference.
Oh man, that's one of those words that is so vague to me. I don't.
Yeah,
I really don't know.
yeah.
I would, in the context of a sentence, I might be able to. But by itself, deference. In deference to, respectful of,
Yeah, respectful of.
regarding, in deference to. I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
Can't do it.
well,
Yeah,
You.
in deference to.
It's not right, it's twisted. Stay, baby. Stay. Sit. Sit. Bambi, sit. Bambi, sit.
Bambi not listening.
He's staying, at least.
Yeah, staying is good.
Okay, I can do it. Thank you. She's a good girl. Okay.
yeah, well, I've been trying to stay hydrated, I'll tell you, it's been a little tough.
I'm sure, because you're outside a lot, aren't you?
I try to keep some water in my vehicle there too, you know.
And do you ever get the powder, the electrolyte powder that you can get in these little packets and put into the water? You can get them in Costco.
Yeah, I'm going to start right now.
And
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Except we don't have our
What?
who would like to light the candles?
Candles going
Okay.
once, going twice.
Okay.
I mean, if nobody wants to do it, I'll do it.
All of a sudden now, everybody wants
Okay.
Oh, just because I said I wanted to do it.
Well, I said they wanted to do it.
Well, you know what? Jen, is it okay? I'm going to ask. Yeah. Yes, dear. I think
Really?
it would be very nice if you did it.
How
And
nice. Thank you.
okay. Does everybody? Let's see. Um, I forget. Patricia, did you do the opening and closing last time? Yes. Oh, so okay, Jen. Okay, Jen. Good. Okay, excellent. Well, everybody has to get up anyway.
This is true. Okay.
Okay, well, we are now going to be regaled with our musical director, Robin, who is going to lead us in the blessing for the candles on page 120.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen.
Thank you. Amen.
Okay. And we turn now. Oh, we didn't have Havenu Shalom Aleichem.
Oh my goodness, so let's go backwards.
Let's do.
Ready?
Got
But nobody will know.
1, 2, 3.
Shalom Aleichem. Havenu Shalom Aleichem. Havenu Shalom Aleichem. Havenu Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem.
All right. Lechado D is found on page 138. Oh, Likrat kala, lai la 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 la, benne Shabbat nekapela, lai la 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 la, shahamor vezachor, bedibor echad, ishmi'anu el hameyuchad, Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, Hashem Tiferet Veliteilah, Lechador Vilkakala, la 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 la, Bnei Shabbat nekapela, la 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 la, Bohi v'shalom, Ahateret bala, גם בשמחה ובצהלה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, החלטתי לקראת קלה, לה 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 לה, בני שבת נקפלה, לה 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 לה. Okay, we continue on 142 with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Does everybody have your extra verses if you're not familiar? Okay. Okay, if you need it, Mark knows where they are. What were you saying, Mark?
In the hidden corner of the temple.
If what?
If anyone's not familiar.
Right, if anyone's not familiar. Right, okay. Okay, very good. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Malachi Hasharet. Malachi Elyon. Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leshalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon. Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leshalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon. Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leshalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon. Melech Malachi Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, and to all our friends as well. Welcome, angels on high. Come and join us at our Shabbat table. Share our cup of joy. Come join our singing. Let your spirit soar with us. Together we will rise tonight. When we gather, fellowship and joy abound. Love and peace are filling our hearts. Thank you, Robin. And I understand that Joanne is going to be doing the announcements.
Oh, lovely. Joanne.
Okay, just be near a microphone so people on the Zoom can hear.
Welcome to Shabbat Services at Temple Beth Emet Burbank. How's that? Services are led by Rabbi Janet Bieber, with accompaniment by our music director, Robin Kreisberg. Hollywood Bowl tickets are here. Tickets are extremely limited. There is no charge for the tickets, but donations are strongly encouraged. Concert information is on the website, and there are flyers in Bloom Hall. Our next concert this Tuesday, August 4th, Mendelssohn and Haydn. The Sisterhood is putting together a new edition of a Temple Beth Emet cookbook and needs your recipes. You can email recipes to Eileen or Jen, and you can ask them for their email addresses later. And please include your full name, the recipe, a picture of yourself, and a small blurb about the recipe, like where it originated from, why you enjoy it, etc. We continue our special fundraising appeal for the heating system in the sanctuary, which we don't need today. You can sponsor an Oneg Shabbat or bagel brunch to honor a special occasion or person. We also have a donation box in Bloom Hall to help fund our bagel brunch. And if you want to sponsor a brunch that is something other than bagels, go for it. Also, remember to designate Temple Beth Emet with the Ralph's Community Rewards Program, and we'll get a small donation every time you shop. It adds up. So see Eileen for the emails. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Jan, we're going to open the Ark for the Baruch Hu, and I apologize. I'm not going to be getting up and down because I'm just not quite there yet with the low back problems, sadly. So, but little by little, or as some people say, yiddle by yiddle. I heard you. I heard you thinking that. Yiddle by yiddle, that's right. So we turn now to page 146. 146. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Bunny, would you like to lead us in the English on page 147, the second paragraph? O God, you are as near to me.
O God, you are as near to me, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. But that your light reduce our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence.
Amen.
Amen.
There's a lot of mysticism in that couple of paragraphs. It talks about us actually being in the presence of all this holiness, but really not being able to see it because of our own darkness. So it's a suggestion to let the scales fall from your eyes so that you can see all of the good that's in front of you. It's not easy. It's not easy to do. And it's much easier to be colored by our little annoyances and grievances and difficulties, to see the world in a kind of a down way. But and I'm talking to myself too, it's just like everybody else, because it's a very easy thing to do, right? We can all fall into that. But we have to remind ourselves how good things are, really, and all of the good things. So we turn now to page 152, where we have the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. And as soon as Jen closes the ark, we may be seated. And we continue with the Ve'ahavta on page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha uvechol nafshecha uvechol meodecha והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם Adonai Elohechem Emet. On page 158 we find Mi Chamocha. Who is like you, O Lord, among the mighty? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, and working wonders? Bye 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 bim bim bam bye 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 bim bam bye 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 bim bim bam bye bye bim bam bye 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 bim bam bye bye bim bam Di chamocha vaylim Adonai Di chamocha nedar bakodesh Norat eiloto sefele Norat eiloto sefele Bye 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 bim bim bam bye bye bim bam Bye 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 bim bim bam bye bye bim bam Bye 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 bim bam Bye 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 bim bam מעולך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים אלינו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד Bye 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 bim bim bam, yabba bye bye bim bam. Bye 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 bim bim bam, yabba bye bye bim bam. Bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. ונאמר כי פד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל Amen. You know, I don't remember, Joanne, if you mentioned about that high holiday rehearsals are starting.
Yes, they are, this Tuesday.
Did you say that? I didn't hear. Yeah. Well, when are they starting, Robin?
This Tuesday.
They're starting this very Tuesday night.
August 4th. What time? 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't want to leave without saying that
Well,
because
thank
it
you. I
occurred to me,
appreciate
oi,
that. Oh, 6 o'clock, Kathy.
and
you
6
are so
o'clock
right on.
Friday before
Six-
services.
6.
Are you
Count
in
my
that?
fingers.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 o'clock, yeah. My fault. My fault, I fear.
Okay. Oh.
Yes, you see me? Oh, okay. There's going to be plenty of others. And also Fridays at 6 o'clock as well.
Right, which of course we can't make.
Right.
But okay, no
We
problem.
understand.
Excellent.
Thank you, Kathy. I'd forgotten I changed it.
We have on page 162 Vishamru.
Yes, we do.
And don't forget about Vayinafash. Remember Vayinafash?
Refresh.
Refresh your soul. That's good. A lot of people remembered that. If you look at the prayer at the top of page 162, which is Vishamru, it is the very last word. And it means, Nefesh is soul, Vayinafash means to refresh your soul. Okay. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. And now we have a moment to briefly share anything you'd like everybody to know about what happened this week. I see David. Okay, David, and then Vicki.
Well, last Thursday, I was requested by Sally Smith to move her stuff from her demise storage unit to a new storage unit over by the Metro Rail station over at North Hollywood. So I was able to present her with I was able to get all the stuff in one load into the back of my car, and I took it to her new location
That's great.
without any event. So I got her safely into her new storage unit, and she's happy. That was the list I did for Thursday night. And
Very nice.
to conclude, I also took her back down to her temporary homeless shelter over by St. Vincent's Hospital, down the 3rd. and,
She's in the tiny home, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I took her down there over to Coronado and 3rd there. That's where it's right adjacent to the former St. Vincent's Hospital. So she's safely
That's great.
sheltered.
That's great.
Excellent.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Good job.
That
Vicki?
was my visit for the week.
Yeah.
No kidding, for the year. That's a biggie.
Yep.
Well, as some of you know, I won this award.
Yay! Show it over here. Excuse me, Vicki. I can't see.
You're part of its success. What?
I couldn't
Oh,
see
sorry,
it.
honey. I'm
It's
like,
beautiful.
did I have it upside down?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful.
So,
For Binky.
Yeah, for Binky's Revenge, and, which is very sweet because Diane was the one who told me about this conference, so I submitted, to it. Normally film festivals take like months to get
Wow.
accepted, and then, the screening is until like 3 months after that. And this was like right away, so it was very exciting to have it be its first award for the whole.
Well, mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Even though it says 2025 on it, but we can get that. There's no perfection, Perfection,
It's-
imperfections allow the spirit to enter.
It's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah, that's what Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav says. Okay, very
So
good.
did, Leonard Cohen, I believe.
Oh, you probably
Well,
right.
Leonard used to listen to Reb Nachman.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, he was a real big student of Reb Nachman of Breslov. Yeah, Leonard Cohen was a very spiritual guy.
Yep.
He studied a lot of Jewish mysticism, just FYI. Yeah. Okay. I would just like to share that my mom turned 94 yesterday.
Oh, mazel tov.
Yeah, we took her out and we all had a lovely time at a Chinese restaurant. We had vegetarian food at the Chinese restaurant. And it's one of her favorite places, and so that was very nice. Anyway, that's the whole story.
That's great.
So, okay.
That's great.
Anyone else?
That's great.
Barbara.
Well, recently I signed a contract with, Digital Art.
With what?
I signed
Oh,
contract.
a contract for the publishing of your,
Right, of my husband's book.
I didn't want to say it for you, of your husband's book. That's right. It's a very big deal.
So the first one is, I think, finished, and I keep getting these emails about one more thing.
So she says the first one is almost done, but she keeps getting emails, one more thing.
The publisher says it's done.
Yes.
And so I'm waiting any minute to get, a printout of the final.
Okay, well, be sure to bring it to us to show. Okay? Very good. Excellent. Mazel tov.
More mazel tov.
Yeah, it'll be on my computer, but I'll bring it.
I see what you mean. Yeah, when you get a copy.
That's great.
Are they not gonna send you a I don't know. I know.
One step at a time.
Is it a digital book or is it a physical book? No, it's going to be both. Okay, then you will get a hard copy. It's typically what they do, they send you the first copy, it should be authorized.
Okay. All righty. Oh, you have one? No. I think we're complete there. Okay. Shall we sing a little Shalom Rav and then,
Sure.
yes, 178. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. Okay, well, we have a very interesting Torah portion tonight. It's called Akev, and it has an interesting phrase which we had last week as well, but it means something a little bit different. The phrase is the covenant and loving kindness. In Hebrew, habrit ve'hachesed. Okay? And this week it's added et habrit ve'et hachesed. Et is the funniest word in Hebrew. It really doesn't mean anything, but it sort of frames a phrase. And it has a kind of there is no translation. There really isn't. I'm going to address that a little further. So in the section of last week where this phrase occurs, it occurs in Deuteronomy chapter 7, and here's the sentence. Quote, "Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is a faithful God, keeping the brit." Let me just ask, does everybody know that brit means covenant? Do I have to keep saying brit means covenant? Should I keep saying it?
No.
Okay. What is covenant in Hebrew?
Brit.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So, God keeping the brit and the chesed, that's loving kindness, to the 1,000 generations of those who love God and keep God's commandments. That's the sentence from last week. From this week, which is a few sentences later, it says, "If you pay attention to these laws and are careful to follow them, then the Lord your God will keep the brit and the chesed, loving kindness, with you as he swore to your ancestors." Okay. This phrase is strange because the relationship between God and Israel is generally defined as brit, covenant. That essentially is the content of the Torah. It talks about all the things about the covenant and about all the ways that we're bound to God by covenant. That essentially is the content of the Torah. What then is added by the word chesed, which means?
Loving kindness.
Yes. All right. The translators have a problem with it. The Jewish Publication Society, I said that for you, May, because she has the Torah by the Jewish Publication Society. I prefer R.E.A. Kaplan. He wrote the Torah translation as the Living Torah. If any of you are looking for a good Torah, be sure to check with me. The Jewish Publication Society translation of the opening verse of our parasha is, quote, "And if you do obey these rules and observe them carefully, the Lord your God will maintain faithfully for you the covenant that he made an oath with your fathers." This translates chesed as faithfully, and it takes it as a qualification of the verb maintain or keep. So you see, it's not exact. And Hebrew can be interpreted so many ways. That's why when you study the Torah portion, you're constantly, if you're doing a deep dive, you're constantly finding out things that you didn't know before, and your mind makes connections that you never realized before. It's like this, as we said before, the scales fall from your eyes and suddenly you see it in a new way. That's the gift of Torah. So, okay, let's see, where was I? Rabbi Aryeh Kaplan in the Living Torah got it right when he translated it. Quote, God, your Lord, will keep the covenant and love with which he made an oath to your fathers. Not covenant of love, but covenant and love. But still, what is the covenant and what is the love that is distinct from the covenant? This might seem a minor distinction, were it not for the fact that this phrase, which is rare in the Torah actually is the Torah, Nevi'im, and Ketuvim. The Torah, the prophets, and the writings. All together, Tanakh, okay? That's the whole Bible. Makes an appearance at key moments of Jewish history. For example, how about this? It figures in King Solomon's great prayer at the consecration of the temple in Jerusalem. Imagine this, that the temple was just built on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. King Solomon is there, consecrating the temple, saying prayer and speech, and he said this, and we have his words because it's from Kings. It's written down, so here it is. King Solomon said, Lord, the God of Israel, there is no God like you in heaven above or in earth below. You keep the covenant and love with your servants who continue wholeheartedly in your way. Isn't it cool that we have his words? I have no concept of what King Solomon looked like, but we have the exact words that he said. When, after the Babylonian exile, the nation gathered around Ezra and Nehemiah, or how do you say that? Nehemiah? Nehemiah in English?
People say Nehemiah.
Or Nehemiah? Okay, so you know who I'm talking about. In Hebrew we say Nehemiah. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, no matter how I say it. In Jerusalem, they renewed the covenant after they had come back from the Babylonian exile, and that was, don't forget, about 500 years before the Common Era. So it would have been about 475 years before the Common Era, because the exile happened about 500 before the Common Era. So they were exiled to Babylon. And when they came back, we have their words, and that is from the book of Nehemiah. Okay, and here's the quote. Now, therefore, our God, the great God, mighty and awesome, who keeps his covenant, let's see, I like to have this, yes. Who keeps his covenant and love. Do not let all this hardship seem trifling in your eyes, the hardship that has come on us, on our kings and leaders, on our priests and prophets, on our ancestors and all your people from the days of the kings of Assyria until today. So you see, Nehemiah is talking about the same thing that Solomon was talking about, and that is also in our Torah book of Deuteronomy. So that we're talking about a lot of time, hundreds of years, and they're still talking about that distinction. That's why I thought it was an interesting thing to point out. So they were just asking God to remember our special relationship. At these critical moments, when Moses renewed the covenant on the banks of the Jordan, when Solomon dedicated the temple in Jerusalem, and the people in Ezra and Nehemiah's time rededicated themselves, they took care to define the relationship between God and the people as one of Brit Brit and chesed, covenant and love. It seems that both are necessary, or they would not have used this language on these three defining occasions many centuries apart. I'm dedicating this to you, Margaret, because you wanted history. Okay? What then is the meaning of chesed? Significantly, Maimonides dedicates the penultimate chapter of the Guide for the Perplexed to the analysis of three words. Now, Maimonides was a great doctor and a great philosopher during the time of our sojourn in Spain. Okay, and Maimonides was doctor to the king of Spain. Okay, so Jews were respected. This was before the Inquisition, just before, about maybe 100 or maybe 50 years before the Inquisition. Okay, and his famous book, The Guide for the Perplexed, has the analysis of three words: chesed, tzedakah, right? And mishpat. Now, tzedakah, you may remember, is charity, also righteousness, okay? And then mishpat is straight up law. Mishpat is law. So Maimonides talks about all of these things, but on specifically chesed, loving kindness, Maimonides says, and this is a quote from his book, in our commentary on Pirkei Avot, and that means the sayings of the fathers, we have explained the expression chesed as denoting excess or extraordinary kindness. Loving kindness is practiced in two ways. First, we show kindness to those who have no claim whatever upon us. Secondly, we're kind to those to whom it is due, in a greater measure than it is due to them. So that's two ways of having excessive kindness. Okay? Yes, bless you. Okay. The difference between the three terms is that, number one, we're all legally entitled to law, mishpat. We're morally entitled to tzedakah, but to chesed, are we entitled to chesed? No. When someone acts toward us with chesed, with loving kindness, that is an act of pure grace. And we did nothing to deserve it. That's the definition of loving kindness. Maimonides notes, citing the phrase from Psalms that, quote, Maimonides says, the universe is built in loving kindness. That creation was an act of pure chesed. No one ever creates something because it deserves to be created. Right? We can define this in human terms more precisely. The book of Ruth, remember I was talking to you about that? The book of Ruth is known as the quintessential work of chesed, of loving kindness. There are two key scenes in the book. The first occurs when Naomi, who bereaved of her husband and two sons, decides to return to Israel. She's been living in Moab. She says to her two daughters-in-law, go back, each of you, to your mother's home. May the Lord show you kindness as you have shown kindness to your dead husbands and to me. She's telling them that they have no further obligations toward her. They had been married to her sons, but now they are widows. Naomi has no other sons, and being Moabite women, they will be strangers in Israel. They have no reason to go there, so she is saying to them, quote, you owe me nothing. You have been kind, you have been good, daughters-in-law, but now we must go our separate ways. The second speech occurs. Did Ruth go her separate way? No. She said, no, Naomi. She said, whither thou goest, I will go, right? And where you sleep, I will sleep. And like that. Okay, the second speech occurs when Ruth has gone to gather grain in the field of Boaz, who treats her with great care and consideration. Ruth asks Boaz, and this is a quote from the book of Ruth, "Why have I found such recognition in your eyes that you notice me, a foreigner?" The two key words here are recognition and foreigner. Recognition means that you have behaved toward me as if you had obligation to me. But I am a foreigner. The word here is not stranger, meaning a resident alien to whom certain duties are owed. It means a complete outsider. Ruth is saying to Boaz that he doesn't owe her anything. That is what makes Ruth the supreme book of Chesed. What Ruth does for Naomi and what Boaz does for Ruth are not mishpat, which is, everybody, law, or tzedakah, which is charity, but they are pure chesed, pure acts of love. Now we return to the question we began with. Why did Moses in Deuteronomy and Solomon King Solomon in Jerusalem at the dedication and Nehemiah on the return to Jerusalem define the relationship between the Jewish people and God, not only in terms of a single concept, covenant, but added to it the second idea, namely chesed, which is a meaning of an act of love. Covenant is essentially transactional. Two people or entities pledge themselves to one another, each committing to a responsibility. This is how it was defined by God at Mount Sinai. And this is a quote from Exodus. "Now, if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all the nations you will be my treasured possession, for all the earth is mine. If you are my people, I will be your God. If you, this is a paraphrasing of the quote, if you serve me, I will bless you." Every covenant has an if-then quality to it, right? You do this, I do this, and so on. Therefore, every covenant is inherently vulnerable. That is what Moses emphasized through Deuteronomy, which is called in Hebrew Dvarim. Don't take the land or its blessings for granted. If you do well, things will go well, but if you do badly, great dangers lie ahead. Covenant is conditional on each party holding up their part. That is covenant. Chesed, in contrast, has an if-then quality. It is given out of the goodness of the giver, regardless of the worth of the recipient. Chesed is not reliant on anything but love. When Moses, Solomon, and Nehemiah referred to chesed, in addition to the covenant, they were making an implicit request of God of the most fundamental significance. Even if we fail to honor the covenant, please, God, be gracious to us, for you are good even when we are not. And you do good even when we do not deserve it, when we have no claim on you whatsoever. The verses in our parsha sound conditional. If you pay attention to these laws, then the Lord your God will keep the brit and the chesed. This suggestion that we will be shown chesed if we deserve it, but if not, then no, it isn't so. That isn't correct. At the end of the curses in our previous parsha, Bechukotai, God says, and this is a quote from that parsha, "Yet in spite of this, when they are in the land of their enemies, I will not reject them or abhor them so as to destroy them completely, breaking my covenant with them. I am the Lord their God," unquote. God is pledging that we will get chesed regardless of our performance. God will never break the covenant, even if we do. Because of his chesed, Tanakh describes the relationship between God and Israel in two primary ways. Like a husband and a wife, like a parent and a child. But between a husband and wife, there can be a divorce. Between parent and child, there can never be. They may be estranged, but the parent is still their parent and the child is still their child. Marriage is a covenant. Parenthood is not. Do not forsake us, we say to God, because whatever we have done, you are our parent and we are your children. Chesed is the kind of love a parent has for a child. Whether they deserve it or not, chesed is unconditional grace. Chesed is the highest expression of morality. It is what Ruth did for Naomi, Boaz for Ruth, and from that kindness came David, Israel's greatest king. Reciprocal altruism, I do this for you and you do this for me, is universal. However, chesed is not. Chesed tips the universal scales to the side of grace and love. In chesed, God created the universe. In chesed, we create moments of moral beauty that bring joy and hope where there was darkness and despair. And we say, Amen.
Amen.
Okay. And now we turn to page 371, where we will continue with the Misha Berach. And Jen is going to open the ark, and we will, those who are rising will rise. Okay. Any names to mention? Okay. Patricia, and this is what I'm going to ask. Can you say it distinctly so I won't have to repeat it for the people on the Zoom?
Okay. Patty Anderson.
Patty Anderson. Oh, see, I did it anyway. Okay.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Kathleen Kennedy. Okay. I did it again.
It's good for you to repeat it.
Okay. David?
Catherine Missy Mosley, she's going to have surgery next Thursday.
Okay. Catherine Mosley?
Yes.
Okay. Who's going to have surgery next Thursday? Okay. Kathy?
Elena Maganini.
Elena? Maganini? Okay. Yes. Joanne?
Yeah, Norm and Susie Shelton.
Norm and Susie Shelton. Okay. Sheldon. And I'd like to say Bat Sheva, Bat Moshe, Ve Ruchalea. Okay. Are we, May and Bernard Chester. Yes. May they all get the kind of healing of mind, body, and spirit that God can make happen. On page 371. Mi sheberach avoteinu mikor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mikor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of Spirit, and let us say, Amen. And we turn now to page 586 for Aleinu. Right, Aleinu. It is on us. Okay. Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר ראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, ולא שמנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, ודעת היום והשבותה אל לבביך. כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You know, we didn't mention Margaret Rose before. And I just want to send you a shout out, Margaret. We are thinking of you and we miss you. Okay. Let us now turn to page 598, where we have the Mourner's Kaddish. And we have one yahrzeit for today, Samuel Silman. Wait a minute. Okay, Samuel Silman. No. I think we had no yahrzeits for today, because this is actually for 7/3. I got mixed up and I thought it said 7/26, but that's the year. So forgive me. Okay, and then we have the people who died more recently. We have Shauna Schwartzman, Don Rogers, Terry Lambert, John Elsky, Renee Good, Alex Preddy, Gabe Lopez, Robert Tannenbaum, John Perotti, Nick Sardegna, Steve Maslow, Sean Wiggins, Lindsay Dietrich Davidson, Jim Bennett, Moshe Morris Soller, Bobby Eckstein, Felice McDaniel, Nicholas Salvatore Sardinia, Joseph Michael Rossich, Roberta Libman, and of course Lorenzo Salgado Araujo. Okay. Our Kaddish is found on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach Yeruteh ve'amlich malachuteh, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv v'imru Amen. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו amen. And you can close the ark now, and you may be seated, and I'd like to ask God's blessing on you. On page 603, I think the miracle of Judaism is the fact that all of the years exist in the same moment, right? I am now going to invoke upon you the priestly blessing that was first said by Aaron in the desert at the Mishkan, right? And then all the priests after that, and then all the rabbis subsequent to that throughout the generations and millennia. And here we are tonight receiving the very same blessing, which, by the way, all churches use. And they use the very same blessing. They don't say it in Hebrew, but they say it in English. I had a priest once who told me about this wonderful blessing that I really should include, and it was this blessing. And I said, oh, forgive me, Father, I have to tell you something. And I told him about it, and he was like blown away that that was a blessing from our priest. Wow. So there you go. You see, it's an amazing full circle thing, and that's one of the beauties of our culture. It has so much to offer that people want to appropriate it and say it came from us. Oh yeah. So that's okay. Enjoy. And here we are. May God bless you and keep you. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. And may God's presence be within you always, and may you find peace. Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom ken yehi ratzon. And we have our final hymn, O say shalom. O say shalom Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Very good.
I just wanted to mention that I'm still working on the PSA for the temple. So I'm working on a PSA, public service announcement, little video of why you like Temple Bethlehem. So if I haven't filmed you yet and you want to contribute a little sound bite, let me know and I'll do you tonight. Because it's going to be a promotional thing to get more people to join the temple and members, and just have people know about it.
Nice.
Thanks for doing that.
And our open house is coming up too.
Yeah, I wanna get it done kind of before then.
Yeah, that'd be a very good idea.
Kind of confusing.
How are the babies? Did you just see them recently?
I'm gonna see them next weekend.
Hey, congratulations.
Do you know
So
whose
what's
wedding
the-
I'm going to?
Oh, wait, Katie's.
Oh, you know.
it.
Oh,
You
okay.
told me, you
Oh,
told me.
it's-
I'm so excited for her.
It's next Saturday.
That's so lovely. I miss her.
So we're gonna be there.
Oh, that's great. And it's in Seattle?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I slept, but what are you going to do? Have a great time. Give them a hug for me, okay? And to all of your family. I love
Your
seeing
son?
you. They're good. Everybody's fine. Thank you for asking. Everybody's good.
I didn't know that.
Baruch Hashem.
I didn't know that I already told you.
No. I'm really glad. I don't mind hearing good news twice. So you can tell me 100 times. I'm serious.
I'm just excited.
It's wonderful. Oh my God. I remember when they had their bat mitzvahs here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometime I'll bring all of them in. I have all those flyers from when the moms and the dads were making